How's it going, everyone? It's Pseudo Dan, and I just want to say thank you so much for all the support that I've been getting on my channel within the last couple weeks. It means the world to me. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We're going to go over some topics today that I feel like kind of go under the radar when it comes to rarity and scarcity within the Pokemon Go community. A lot of the times when you look up rare Pokemon or rare things within Pokemon Go, the first thing that are going to come up are like event-type Pokemon, costumes, things like that. But the stuff I'm going to talk about and cover are, I think, some of the rarest things in the game, and they have really nothing to do with Pokemon itself. So yeah, if you like the topic of today's video, please share with some friends. And if you're part of the Pokemon community, definitely leave a comment. I want to know if there's some items that I might have skimmed over or forgot about in this video. I definitely want to know what you guys have in your collections. So with that being said, let's get into the topic of today's video. Okay, so the first promotional item we're going to cover today took place in 2019, and that's with the collaboration with Samsung and Pokemon Go. For this collaboration, they went ahead and made a t-shirt for the avatar along with a hat, and it's like a tie-dye color. I think this promotion is really cool. It's actually one of the first things that I ever got in the game, and it's funny, that's around the time I started playing, and they kind of just did this collaboration, so it's kind of like a perfect timing type deal. The way that I acquired it, I think, was through a code, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't think you had to go to like a store or anything like that. I do know it was probably provided with like the purchase of a Samsung device. They probably provided the code with it as well, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys have this item. I didn't know that this was the very first promotional item that was tied with Pokemon Go, but honestly, I think it's really cool and it's not a bad first item. The next item on the list is another promotional item, and it also took place in 2019, and that's going to be with Verizon. To get this item, you had to spin a Verizon sponsored stop, and I didn't actually know this until I looked it up, but this was a US only avatar item. So let me know in the comments if you guys have this one, if you're not from the US, if you were traveling around that time. I don't know how long this was available, I completely forgot, but the items that came with it were really cool. It came with a backpack, a mask, a hoodie, and I think a hat, if I'm not mistaken. But they're all like a black and red coat, which you don't really see too often in this game, so it kind of really stands out. I didn't wear these items too much, except for maybe the mask, just because around the time that these came out was like COVID, so a lot of the avatars were kind of in reflect of like what was going on in the world. But that's kind of also a reason why a lot of these were like not acquired by a lot of people, just because a lot of these promotions were also around the time of lockdown. But let me know in the comments if you guys have this one, if you're still rocking it. Okay, so the third thing we're going to cover is actually a very controversial topic at the time, and that's the North Face Gucci collab with Pokemon. This item was only able to be acquired in Gucci locations around the world, as if those weren't scarce enough. But the crazy thing about it was this took place in 2021, and that was the middle of lockdown. So no one was really leaving their house, especially going to a Gucci store, nonetheless. I think it just became so controversial within the Pokemon community that Niantic at the time just released the code up until the promotion ended, but I think that was even a short window. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys are still rocking this. I throw this on occasionally just because I like the in-person swag. I think it's kind of fun. The shirt is really the only thing I wear from it. I'm not a huge fan of the backpack or the bucket hat, but I know a lot of people are. And yeah, let me know if you were able to get this one. I know it's a pretty controversial item, but at the end of the day, it's kind of cool. I'm not really a Gucci fan. I do like modern Gucci though, like the lead designer of it right now is actually really good. Aside from that though, I don't really think that this item is really that cool. Okay, so the next one I am a little envious if anyone has, and that's going to be the JD Sports collaboration with Nike and Pokemon Go. This one was only in select locations in the United Kingdom, and it was like sponsored stops to get the items. It's a Nike shirt, backpack, pants, and shoes, if I'm not mistaken. It's really hard to find a lot of information on this one. I see the shirt a little bit like throughout Pokemon Go back in the day, but I don't see this much very often anymore. I'm just gonna be honest, I wasn't able to get it. This is one of the few sponsored items on this list that I don't have. I'm sold on like, it's just a Nike shirt, but at the end of the day, it's like, it'd be cool to have, you know what I mean? Nike shirt and Pokemon Go, why not? Let me know in the comments if you have this and you still rock it. It would make sense if you do, just because this is like the ultimate, like, hey, I'm just wearing a shirt that I would wear in person, but in Pokemon Go. So one thing I am noticing is a lot of these promotional events happen during 2021. This next one is actually going to be the Ed Sheeran one. So this actually happened during the event, and you were able to get a sweatshirt with, it's like a cream color with like a rainbow effect in the middle. It's kind of cool. This one I don't have, but I can see why a lot of people would think like wear it. I see it quite often, even still to this day, especially if I'm playing like Go Battle League or something like that. But yeah, let me know if you have this one. I didn't really care too much to miss it. I don't even know why I wasn't playing at the time. I might have been working. I think 2021, I had a full-time like crazy job working 12 hours a day. So playing Pokemon Go was really a dedication at the time. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you have this one, still wear it, because I could see why. It's kind of cool. So back in 2022, there was a collaboration with TCG and Pokemon Go, where if you were to buy TCG cards, there would be some promotional codes on them to get avatar items. You were able to get a shiny Pikachu with the, I don't know if it was shiny locked, I should look into that. But you were able to get a Pikachu with the TCG hat, TCG shirt, and then your avatar had the TCG hat as well. I don't have these items. I'm not a huge TCG fan. I just think it's like really expensive and you don't really get a lot of return on the product. But aside from that, I would love to have those cards someday. Maybe eventually later down the road, I'll like do some, some card collecting. But aside from that, I don't have these items. I think they're really cool though. I love the blue shirt. I love the blue hat. I would wear that blue shirt if I had it, to be honest. I might have should have jumped on this one, but let me know if you guys did, because I think it's really cool. And yeah, I think it's just because TCG just wasn't up my alley at the time. It still isn't, but I think that's why I don't have these items. Okay, so the next item on the list is actually took place in 2024, and that's going to be the Fendi collaboration with Pokemon. They actually released everything that's inside the game with the Fendi line in real life too, so I think that's really cool. I love that Dragonite hoodie just because Dragonite's one of my favorite Pokemon and they put him smack down in the middle. Whoever came up with that is a true Pokemon fan. They didn't go for Charizard, they said Dragonite, because OGs remember, if you had a Dragonite, you put in work and you loved the game. So I love that they did that. I don't know if this is a thing you can still get. It was hard for me to get that information. I looked it up, it said yes, and I tried to look it up in other ways and it said no. So let me know if you guys know the real answer, but I don't think that this is since it's a high-end brand and it's a collaboration like within licensing, I don't think that this is still available, but it is classified as rare, and if you have it, let me know in the comments. Okay, now that we got a lot of those sponsored and promotional items out the way, I think it's really time to get into the good stuff. Some of the most rare items that you can just get in this game that are definitely no longer or ever going to be available ever again are some of the Go Battle League poses and avatar items. Ever since Go Battle League has been implemented, to get to the highest rank you'd have to get to the highest rank to get not only the Libre Pikachu, but to get the the themed battle avatar items. The first one that got introduced was Steven, who is just such a beloved character throughout Pokemon. You get his pose and all of his avatar items. I think the second one, it always skims my brain. I think it's like a generic trainer pose. But the third one, you guys, I'm always gonna be mad that I don't have this one. It's gonna be Blue. Yes, Blue from Pokemon, like Red's rival. And this is not only one of the best poses in the entire game, in my opinion, but the outfit is just incredible. I will always be upset for not having this. Always. And I think this is like season 3. This is really when the battling got serious, like sweaty. That's where sweaty battles, that's where that term came from, and it was difficult. I would hit rank 9. I hit rank 9 3 seasons in a row. That's when I realized I gotta figure something out. But luckily we hit rank 10 or legend rank at that point 3 seasons in a row after, because it's whatever you learn. You got to learn from your failures, you got to learn from your mistakes, you guys. You're not going to be number 1 all the time, and if you ain't first, you're last. So that's what a lot of these trainers are really competitive and really good at battling. These are some amongst the rarest items you can get in the entire game. I'm just going to show you guys some of the people that I have on my friends list that have these poses. A lot of these poses are also a little bit newer. I wasn't playing during these times, but I still think it's really cool to know that a lot of the community that I came up with is still battling to this day. You'll see right here, Time to Unwind. If you're watching this, bro, like, wow. So like, he just randomly sent me a battle the other day, and he fucked me up like bad. So like it's like I love the fact that these people are still playing even to this day, where there's a competitive edge in this game that I think a lot of people just are not familiar with, and it feels really nice to know that these poses are like an acknowledgement of the amount of dedication that we've gained from this game. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you're one of these battlers, because more the merrier. I want to battle people in this game, you guys. Raiding is cool, catching is cool, but let's battle. Okay, so these world event items and poses are definitely some amongst the rarest things you can possibly acquire in the game. You had to pretty much be at the world champion event for these Pokemon, which means you had to, not only have the event in the city that you might be from or be a spectator. A lot of the times they tie these in with the scavenger hunts if you are in the area with like timed research and things like that. But yeah, definitely let me know if you guys have these. I have my friend Ramberto here on my friends list that has that. Shout out to Ramberto, very great battler here in the SoCal area, and I was able to battle with him in a few tournaments way back in the day. But yeah, that is definitely some amongst the rarest poses that you could possibly get, aside from the next one we're going to cover, which is kind of just the godfather of all poses. Okay, so the last thing we're going to cover is definitely the rarest thing you could possibly acquire in this game, and it's going to be the World Championship pose. Not much to say here other than just wow. To even get to this point in the game is just an achievement and just an honor amongst the battle community. So shout out to all the battlers out there that have reached this point in the game, and I'm really excited to see Worlds at the end of this month. I will be going to San Francisco just to check out the scene and also get that red in-game shirt. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video, you guys. I just wanted to cover some things that I feel like have never been covered in this game. If you like today's video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and share with friends if you can. And hopefully we can be able to figure out some more items out there that might be out there. I'm thinking about doing maybe like a stamp and stickers video. There's so many stamps and stickers out there that I feel like would be really cool. I just didn't have time to really cover those today, but I feel like in the future that'd be really cool. But thank you so much for tuning in today's video, you guys, and I hope to catch you on the next one, and happy hunting.